I probably should not be wearing glasses if uh, that's better. We have her probably able to join. Hey, what's up? Hello. It's Auntie Cubana coming back at you with another episode of the Unladylike Lounge podcast. If you couldn't tell by the title, I have COVID. I feel like shit. I'm pissed the fuck off. So thank you for joining me. Since we can't do live in-person sessions, um, I mean, we can always stream virtual remotely, but my guests always love to be in person in the actual lounge. So um, we are not doing. Um, wait, hold on. Let me make sure all my controls are all the way up. I don't know if anybody can even hear me at this point, but um, yeah, since we're not able to do our actual podcast sessions, I am going back to the family inbox and doing more questions because holy shit, there were so many questions and we didn't even get to them all in my last episode. So I want to thank you for tuning in. I want to thank you for bearing with me and my sick voice, and I appreciate all the love and oh my goodness. Hi, Musa. I want to thank y'all for continued support. I'm gonna take these off because it's just glaring on camera. It's just ridiculous. I apologize, y'all. Thank you so much, Mama. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So, for those of you who did not tune into our last session, Kicking It with Cubana, we had a family. I call it family because I hate the word fan. It's not something that it just does not appeal to me. My followers, fans, whatever the fuck you want to call them, that's my family. You know, family, friends, whatever. Um, so we had a family email address where people could drop questions that we would answer live on air. And I kept forgetting that this email address even existed because I didn't sync it to my phone. Um, and then I stumbled across it. Thank you, Mama. You're so amazing. I love you. I stumbled across it when I was trying to find topics for an episode that I was scrambling to put together because again, we're not even going to go into it. But I stumbled across it and there were so many questions, so many questions. So now I'm getting to them and we will resume where we left off. Um, One of the questions was, how would you describe your personal brand? Uh, my personal brand would just be um, the fierce and um, unwavering love and loyalty of the Unladylike Lounge, to be completely honest. That is one way that has been used to describe the Unladylike Lounge is just fierce and unwavering love and loyalty. And I think that is exactly how I want my brand to be known. Um, when did you realize that your hobbies could become a career? The first time I got paid for it. The very first time I got paid for podcasting, social media influencing, um, was when I realized that this really could be a career. I always thought that that stuff was like for famous, super pretty, like baddies. You know what I mean? Like those YouTube baddies, those Instagram baddies that have the big old houses and perfect brows and snatched waists and all that stuff. I was like, that could never be me. But the first time I got that check, the first time that deposit hit, I was like, man, if I can do it, it can be done. So that's when I realized my hobby could turn into a career. Hold on one second, y'all. I'm gonna mute y'all so I can cough real quick. Ugh, COVID sucks, and whoever gave it to me, you suck. Your garden gnome is a hoe. Period. um, There are local regional bloggers all over the internet, but somehow you've managed to cut through the noise and make a real name for yourself. What do you think sets you apart? Damn. Local and regional, what sets us apart? I think because nobody in the area really was doing it. Like, to be honest, nobody. I mean, and feel free to come at me if I'm wrong, but I never, until we got here, I never heard of anybody local to my area podcasting. Um, and now all of a sudden everybody wants to do it. Um, and I think what sets us apart from other people, and that's not to say that like, oh, we, they're following they're riding our wave or whatever. That's not it at all. I think that people really saw that it can be done when we did it. But I think what sets us apart is the fact that we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. Other podcasts have a specific um community that they're trying to um appeal to. They have a certain topic that they're trying to stick to. You have sports podcasts, you have beauty podcasts, you have celebrity gossip podcasts, you have true crime podcasts. You don't really see too much of our kinds of podcasts where we will cover any and everything from small town local musicians to celebrities. You don't see people covering mental health to you know everything. We cover everything and we don't give a fuck. We say what we want, we say what we think, we say what we feel. And while we try to say it in a way that is respectful to everyone, we still make sure that our thoughts, our voices, our opinions are heard. I think too many people are trying to appease the masses, and we just aren't. That's not us at all. How did you grow your channel? Networking, networking, networking. Never counting out that person that, you know, doesn't quite have the forward motion yet, because they will. They're going to. You helping them helping you. All that can happen is forward progression. Growing my channel really came from just networking and knowing that I can find a story and something that people can relate to in just about any and everybody, and taking that chance and taking that opportunity when it comes. And even if it's not the greatest, just rolling with it and still posting it anyway. So I think that's really what did that. And also having people with connections, like you also have to look at their connections, because I might be networking with you, but you have this network over here. So one thing that I noticed was when I started working with people who had followers in other countries or who had lived in other countries, boom, automatically I'm going to start having listeners in these other countries, and that really expanded my brand internationally. So that's one thing that I would recommend to other people, is always look at somebody else's network, because when you connect with them, you're not only connecting with them, you're connecting with their foundation as well. What's been the most exciting event moment you've experienced since becoming a podcaster? The Montana show. The Montana show. Just being able to be in the crowd and be connected with all these people that otherwise, like, there were people there that I've seen on Facebook, like in the people you may know section, for years, and I never thought to add them. I never thought to connect with them. I never thought to talk to them. And I seen them at the show, and we hit it off. We'd talk, we'd connect, we'd network, and all these things over something as simple as makeup or sunglasses or an outfit. shoes, anything like that. And then just being at the crowd, in the crowd, and feeling the energy when these artists hit the stage, it was just, the energy was wild, and being able to be a part of that was insane. So that was definitely a one of the one of the most exciting events of my career. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying not to drip here. Um, what strategic advice do you have for up and coming influencers? Strategic advice. Don't stop. You're going to meet a lot of people who are going to gatekeep. You're going to meet a lot of people who are going to play their cards close to their chest because they see, anybody else as competition. But the way I see it is, competition happens at the bottom, collaboration happens at the top. Don't stop just because one person won't give you the game, won't tell you what it is. Um, Keep going until you find somebody who's willing to teach you, willing to show you, willing to help you grow. Um, there's always going to be those people there. For every 10 people you're gonna talk to, 9 of them are gonna tell you to fuck off, and there's gonna be that one person who's gonna be like, here, let me kick it to you straight. Here's what you got to do. Here's what you got to learn. Here's what you need to know. Here's who you need to talk to. Here's the best way to go about it. Don't ever stop. And network, network, network. Don't ever stop networking. I don't care if you're a stripper. Go connect with that pastor. That sounds bad, but go connect with that pastor. Go connect with this person, this person, that's person, and vice versa. I don't care if you have a sports podcast. Go connect with, that person that you think has nothing to do with what you're talking about. Um, you have no idea what people can offer and what you can offer to other people. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. I'm muting you again. 1 second. I can't find it. Sorry, y'all. This was probably not the greatest time to do an episode, but like I have no idea when we'll be able to do another one. And so hey Shaylin, how are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. As video becomes more, I'm not even gonna lie, I can't pronounce this word. So whoever sent this question, kudos to you for your vocabulary, sir or ma'am, or neither. You can be non-binary. I don't know what you identify as. Year after year, do you make a point of incorporating that into your feed using Instagram stories, and why? I'm not gonna lie, I don't fuck with Instagram. I am so bad at keeping up with Instagram. I am so bad at keeping up with Twitter. Facebook is where it's at for me, and unless it's like a cute selfie with a banging song, like I really don't mess with stories. I don't do reels. I don't do none of that. I hardly do TikTok, like, cause I don't know the transitions. I'm old school. Auntie old, baby. Auntie old. That's what people forget about me, is I might be fun. I might be okay to kick it with sometimes, but auntie old. I don't get all that extra shit. Facebook is where you can find me. And I just started doing video episodes. So, I mean, who is Snapchatting me? I apologize, y'all. My phone's digging in the background. Do you predict any shift in influencer marketing in the coming future? Absolutely not. If anything, it's only going to expand and grow. Influencer status is where it's at. There can never be too many, and there's always something out there to promote, to no. No, influencing is where it's at, whether it be political influencing, beauty influencing, um content marketing, what music influencing, it doesn't matter. There's always something to push. And I think, you know, influencer marketing is only going to continue to blow up over the coming years. What is the difference between an influencer and a brand ambassador, brand advocate? An influencer, I feel, this is a good question, because to be honest, I don't think that I necessarily know the right answer. But a brand ambassador is somebody like, because I've been considered both. Good Lord, I apologize for my phone, y'all. A brand ambassador, from my understanding of being a brand ambassador, was like, I am promoting your products. You are either giving me a discount or you are giving me um, free merchandise or something to that effect to promote your brand through my network and connections, things of that nature. And usually that comes with some sort of like discount code where I can be like, hey, like, look, I'm collaborating with XYZ brand, and here's my code. You can get 10% off if you go to this website. And then I get some sort of commission. An influencer, on the other hand, we don't necessarily get commission. We just get like, we don't even necessarily get free shit. We just, the way I started with influencing was I was getting free stuff all the time, free food, free makeup, free fragrances, free hair care products, free skincare products, all of that to promote through my social media networking. Um, I was getting all of that for the free just to promote. That's all I had to do. I did not get any kind of special code. I did not get any kind of special discount. I did not get any kind of commission. It was literally just, hey, we see you got some motion. Here's some shit from these, top brands. Go ahead and promote it, please and thank you. All right, cool. But I wasn't connected to any one brand in particular. How do you feel about the influencer title? Honestly, it kind of makes me cringe because I don't feel like I should be influencing anybody at all. I was always told I was the bad influence. Whether that's true or not is up for debate. But I don't like the influencer title. Like, I don't feel like me, he, she, they, it, whatever. I don't think anybody should be able to influence, sway, or, whatever, anybody at all, period. I think people should be able to make up their own minds, but at the same time, like, I also get it. If I'm sitting here saying, like, yo, this is dope, like, if I went and told my best friend, hey, this, makeup primer is mad dope, my friend's gonna be like, oh, let me check it out. So why wouldn't I go to my social media and be like, yo, this is dope, and tell, almost 7,000 people just on my personal profile, hey, this is dope? Or why wouldn't I go to my group where there's almost 8,500 people, 8,500 women, and say, yo, check this out? Somebody might like it, somebody might love it, somebody might hate it. So I get it, but the title itself kind of makes me cringe. What are some of your favorite campaigns you've worked on? Oh my gosh, Charlotte Tilbury. That was one of my favorite. I still have the foundation. I still have the foundation because it is one of the best that I've ever used in my life. And so I only use it on special occasions. That was by far one of my favorite campaigns ever. I also worked on, what else did I do? There were these protein bars, and they're actually delicious. Actually magnificently delicious. So I think I can't remember what they're called. I'll have to find them, but they were amazing. And normally, like, I hate protein bars. They're usually gross and disgusting and chalky. These were not. So yeah, those were my two favorite campaigns ever. What is your favorite thing about what you do? Meeting new people. I love to meet new people because I'm such an introvert. People think that I'm such an extrovert because of what I do. And I'm like, no, baby. I'm so shy. I get so nervous around people. I get so nervous around people, and I have a hard time meeting new people. I love to be I love to be in the house. I love to be away. So through podcasting, I have a chance to meet people on neutral territory, Let them talk about what they love. I get to learn about what they love, and in turn, like, get to know someone on a deep level, and also help, you know, bring a spotlight to them, their story, their career, whatever it is that they're passionate about. And that's a beautiful thing to me. Um, let's see, where was I? I just lost my place. Why do you love social media? I don't. I don't. I hate it, but I get paid to do it. So there's that. It's like any other job. You hate going, but you show up, you do your job, you go the fuck home. That's what I do. How do you manage your time between work and life? Tell me about the struggles you faced and are facing and how you are overcoming them. I never get to turn off my phone. When other people talk about disconnecting and um just shutting down for a day or two or a weekend, I don't get to do that. Some people deactivate their social media for a week. I don't get to do that. I don't get to reset. I don't get, like, I have to have my phone on at all times. I have to be next to my computer at all times. I have to have my notifications turned on at all times. I never get, the only time my phone is ever on D&D is if I'm using my phone to record a podcast. Um, it sucks. My personal life is no longer my personal life. It is literally all work, no play. Well, work has become play. That's the great thing about my job. Um, but it's it's difficult being able to balance personal life and business because they just blend together. What are some characteristics of successful influencer marketing campaigns? Oh my gosh. I don't even know how to answer that one. I'm so bad at this. Like, y'all, like, I swear people look and see the success of the lounge and think that, like, I know shit, and I don't. I have no idea what I'm doing, y'all. I fell into this on accident. This whole opportunity fell into my lap on accident. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just doing shit. I'm over here, like, I genuinely feel like my entire career is like playing Mortal Kombat and not knowing what buttons do what. Like, I'm just over here pushing buttons and hope that I'm whooping ass. Like, that's literally how I'm getting through this whole career of mine. And I wish I could tell you guys something different, but that's literally what it is. What does your typical day look like? Oh, Lord. I get up, go to the bathroom, take a shower, feed my cats, check social media, um, post content ASAP, start looking for new guests, start looking for the next big podcast. Um, there's never a time when I'm not working. People think I play on social media all day. Like, it looks fun. It looks fun because I post like funny stuff, but there's never a time I'm not working. Every time you see my post, I'm getting paid. Every time you see me engaging or reacting with somebody or commenting, replying to comments, I'm getting paid. Um, my whole day is just work. From the time my eyes open to the time they shut at night, I'm working. Watching my favorite show, I'm working. Um, Chilling with my friends, I'm working. That's my everyday. What sort of persona do you strive to build to influence your audience? I don't strive to build any persona. What you see is what you get. This is me. This is exactly what it is. Sorry, not sorry. Take it or leave it. Love it or hate it. This is what you get. um, I have been told, well, I haven't been told, but my friends have been told that that people are upset about my success because they don't like fake personas. And all I can say is I'm sorry you feel that way. Because the same me that you see on camera or hear on the audio episodes is the same me you're gonna get in person. And if you met me, if you knew me in person, you would know that there is no changing up, there is no switching up. I just might not be as ridiculous in real life as I am on social media. Like I know how to shut my mouth around somebody's granny. I'm not just gonna say some ratchet shit right in somebody's grandpappy face. You know what I'm saying? Like I have manners. I do have some home training. Although you wouldn't guess it by looking at my Facebook. Let's see. How long have you been an influencer for? Oh my gosh. I would say like 2 years, officially 2 years, but looking back, it's been about four, 4 years, but officially 2 years. I've been getting merchandise and things of that nature to influence with. But I've been like an influencer via content marketing for 4 years. Tell us a bit about your background. Oh boy. Um, I was a wild child. I went to private school for fourth grade through sixth. Um, I was advanced for my age. So when I transferred back to public school, I was bored and they wouldn't let me transfer. Um, so I became problematic so that they would be forced to let me transfer and they never did. So I ended up having to get my GED. Graduated top 9% in the state of Minnesota, top 12% in the entire United States. Um, I don't know. There's not much to say about me. I mean, I could sit here and say I'm typical, but then when I explain like my actual story, people be like, there's nothing typical about that. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back with you.